Hey Pisces, what's up my love? So today is going to be your June reading for the whole month of June 2019, and we're going to basically see what's going on for you guys. We're going to start with the past energy, which is going to let me know what influences and obstacles may have been in your way. Then we're going to move towards the present, which is going to let me know exactly what's going to be happening during your June. And then with that information, we're going to see the future, what will let me know what's going to be coming your way so you can have a little bit of a heads up before it comes and strikes you, right? All right, so we're going to be using the clear quartz and then also a little bit of pyrite, just my small pyrite. During this June, we're going to be in Gemini season, of course, and then we will be leading into Cancer season. So during this time in your June, I think it's very important that you realize you have to be honest with yourself and honest with the rest of the world. You want to go with the flow, but you also want to find your own perception of things, which means you want to find who you are in the midst of all of what's happening. Okay? I think it will make more sense once we go through the reading, but that's the energy that I wanted to let you know that I'm feeling for you before we start. So let's go ahead and jump into it. What was the past involving? What situation? What's happening in the past? Alrighty, we got 2 cards. We'll let that slide. So it seems as though you were afraid to, take a leap of faith. You felt like you didn't know which direction to go. You felt like you were blindfolded. Things were not as clear as you would like them to be. And that's also backed up by the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. You were having a really hard time, figuring out what's important to you. We do have this Knave of Wands here. So this could have been an Aries, or maybe just someone who's very bold and very fire-like, that's a part of your life. Or this could have been you kind of making a foolish decision. Just being a little naive about something because things were not clear to you. It seems like there was a very sporadic type of energy, and you could have been involved in some type of cheating or scandal when it comes to your love life, or just you disconnecting, like having a really hard time connecting with others. So that's the energy from the past. So that was like all the stuff that was, just brewing from your past. So what's been going on, Pisces? What has been going on? It seems like it was just a very unstable kind of energy for some of you. But it was just based on not having a clear mindset and then also just reacting instead of planning something through. Does that make sense? All right, so the actual situation from your past, we have the 6 of Cups here. So this could have been involving an ex. This definitely could have just been involving something from your past or someone from your past. With this 5 of Wands energy, someone that you always have arguments with, you're always clashing with. In the past, you guys had a good relationship or you had a good connection, but it seems like you had to figure out how to compromise. Like the way that you were going to be able to have that good memories with this person again, you needed to get rid of all of that argumentative energy. It's like a lot of arguing, a lot of just confusion. What was all of this? I'm feeling like crazy right now. Like they really get under your skin. What was all this about? What was all the arguing about that Pisces was dealing with? So Wheel of Fortune and Knave of Pentacles. Okay, so it was like a change, a karmic change in your everyday life. Like this person they probably came back into your life and they wanted things to change, or they wanted you guys to go back to the way that things were. This could have involved your health, your work life, or just the things that you have to get done in your everyday life. You guys couldn't get on the same foot. You guys couldn't get on the same page about something. Ooh, okay. Let's see. What zodiac signs could the Pisces be dealing with in all of this combustion of argumentation? What is all of this related to? What signs? We got 6 of Pentacles, so that is Taurus. Let's get 2 more signs. What signs was Pisces dealing with? This person that came back into their life. We got 2 cards that wanted to come out. Fixed Earth, Taurus again. And then last but not least, Princess of Cups. And that is Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Libra. And we also have double Taurus back here. So yeah, that's a lot of different people for different situations. So it really just depends on who you're dealing with. Keep in mind, if this is an ex, then you could be dealing with their moon sign, okay? Not necessarily their sun sign. So yeah, let's see, what advice can I give Pisces to clear all of this up if it has not been reconciled already? The Sun. So using Leo energy. Be courageous, stand in your own truth. And most of all, have like a fixed mindset of action. So if you feel like whatever this person has been saying, it doesn't sit right with you, believe that and exude what you feel like you want to be done. So basically, like, follow whatever you're saying with action and have like a fixed will for yourself. Whatever your will is, it shall be done. That is what Leo is about. So if you know that you have a fixed way of being and you know you want something done, don't let them sway you. Don't let them drag you back into something you don't want to be a part of. Whew. Okay, so hopefully that this is over for you and you're not having to deal with this situation anymore, or at least you're having control of the situation a little bit more. Now let's go into your present. What's happening in June for Pisces? We have the 7 of Wands in reverse. So you feel less than confident. You feel like you can't handle something. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. You feel like you don't have the spiritual or emotional strength to handle something. You could also be having money troubles. 5 of Swords in reverse. There's something that needs to be, cleared out. There's some stagnant energy, some tension that's around you that is making it really hard for you to make movements. So it's a combination of everything besides water. So I'm guessing your emotional state is fine, sort of, but this confidence within yourself, 7 of Wands, is not here. You don't have that much confidence left, or you don't have confidence in something working out. You just feel like everything is stacked against you. The odds are stacked against you. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. You need some type of spiritual foundation, a little bit more faith in something, and I think you're having trouble finding that faith. You may need more money, and that's causing you to not be focused on your faith because you're so focused on money and where can you get it from and all of this stuff. And then lastly, your communication skills are really lacking because you're having a hard time finding the confidence to speak and say what needs to be said. The situation that this is dealing with is with the 10 of Pentacles. So this has something to do with your long-term success, your family, your domestic life. What needs to be aired out? What needs to be said about the situation dealing with your family, the family you want to build, your future? So with the Queen of Swords here, it's like emotionally, you've been through some shit. And you know that you need to start speaking out about it. And you actually have what it takes to say what needs to be said. But you just need to take charge of the situation. You just got to take charge and do it. And speak up. In this setting, you don't necessarily have to put any action into it but speaking. Because you already have your mindset on like how you feel about things. You know what you're not okay with. You just have to find the courage to say something about it and speak up. Now, what are you lacking when it comes to your finances and spiritual wealth? What are you lacking? Why are you lacking that? You're not ready to leave something that needs to be left because you still want to win. You still want to feel victorious. I think this is a matter of you ignoring what you need to fix because you don't want to feel like you've lost. Pretending everything's all good when it really isn't. And that's what's affecting you being able to speak, because you can't speak about something if you've been portraying, everything's okay. If everything's not okay, then, you need to say something. But it's like you don't want to go to that point because you don't want to feel like everything is not okay. But the way that things are looking, this is important. This is for the structure of your future. And you need to speak up about it. You don't want to let someone in who doesn't deserve to be there. And why is Pisces feeling less than confident? What is causing that? Because you're still thinking about something that probably doesn't even have that much of a hold on you, but you're thinking about it, and it's like this ongoing replay of like what happened in the past or what you wish could have happened. You have to let that go. It's time to move on from that, okay? And once you kind of start letting go of these things and realizing what you want for your future and kind of acting in accordance to that, you'll start to see things happening. Like I said, you have to be honest with yourself. That is going to be the most important ingredient to your June being successful. Being honest with yourself. So that means being honest about the people in your life. Should they be there? Should they not? Being honest about, if you're happy with the way that your lifestyle is. Being honest with, are you taking care of yourself? Things of that nature. You have to be honest so that you can correct the things that aren't right. And it doesn't mean that you have to put yourself on blast, but you're going to have to do that to yourself. Internally, you're going to have to do that because you have to be honest and figure out what needs to be fixed so that you don't have to go through all of this bullshit anymore. Okay? Now, what's the advice that I can give for Pisces? Two of Swords. Taking that leap of faith. Believing that things will work out in your favor as long as you really put in that spiritual faith and put in the action that goes along with it. And know that things will happen in a way that is justified for your greater good. It's going like if you've been doing right, then you will get the reward that you deserve. Everything's going to happen the way that it needs to. But it's like you have to believe it and allow it to happen. You keep stopping something. You keep being afraid to take that leap of faith, but you got to do it. You just have to trust yourself. But how can you trust yourself if you're not being honest with yourself? If you can't be honest with you, then who else is going to be honest with you? So think about it that way, Pisces, okay? Now let's move on to your future. We have the Knight of Swords. So you have some plan that you're putting into motion now. You're communicating something with force. You're moving. You're doing something. The Queen of Cups in reverse here. So this could be you. Maybe you're kind of spazzing out. Maybe you're not knowing how to communicate yourself effectively because you're so emotional about something. But you're going to have to figure out how to do it. And I think some things that, you don't want to leave, they probably will because they don't work here. They don't fit in the situation. And this could be that Taurus that we were talking about in the beginning. Yeah, Judgment card. There's some things that are going to be put to the test. There's going to be some things revealed to you. Your soul is going to be put on display, for universe to judge. What do you deserve? And that can be really scary because this could have something to do with you as a person or your romantic life. Like, what do you deserve? Like, do you deserve a partner to be here for you, to help you through your next phase in life? Or do you deserve to be alone because you can't be honest? It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. The actual situation that we're dealing with is the High Priestess in reverse. So, yeah, it just seems like you know what's going on intuitively, but you're doing the exact opposite, and you have got to stop doing that. You got to be real with yourself. It's got to be real. If it's not real, then it's not worth it. And I feel like a lot of you are stuck in trying to make something work that just doesn't work. You're trying to believe this fantasy. You're stuck in this fantasy. You're stuck in this movie. That's not it's not real life. It's just not. You have to think about this in a way that's practical. But if you just can't do that for some reason, then I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I just know that it's not a healthy thing. I know that you're going to be taught in a hurtful way if you keep going down this road. If you need more help on figuring out how to maneuver all of this and figure out why you are staying stuck in cycles that are not real and you can't figure out how to become honest with yourself, email me at lovefromaleo@gmail.com and we can get some type of reading going for you, whether it's like a spiritual reading, a spiritual aura reading, or just whatever. We got to figure out why you're doing this to yourself. What's causing Pisces to not trust their instincts? Two of Cups. So you want this love, you want this romance, you want to be in love, you want all of this, but is it love if you're creating it or if you're forcing it? No. Or if you have to make up reasons why this is a good situation, it's not love. And you're staying in something you don't have to. And I don't like that. I really don't like that. I feel like you're backtracking, Pisces. Like, we've been here, we've done that. We've talked about this a year ago. And I remember it a lot because I was feeling the energy very strongly. Yeah, World card. This should be over for you guys already. You should be on to your next phase in life. But you're stuck because you're not balanced spiritually. You're chasing things that don't exist. I don't even know, you guys. I'm not liking this because I know you have full control to end it. But you're going to have to be honest. It's going to start with you. If you need help on it, you have to be honest with yourself and get that help. What advice can I give Pisces about the situation? Can I give Pisces? King of Cups, Cardinal Water, Cancer energy. Become in tune with what's going on with yourself, seriously. And you're going to have to create and take charge. Take charge of your life, Pisces. Take charge of your life. And take a leap of faith. It's time. Otherwise, you're going to keep suffering. No one's going to be suffering but you. And that's the sad part. You're doing all of this for other people. You're doing all this to keep someone around, but you're the only one suffering. And I just don't understand. There's no logic behind it, but I don't think it's a logical thing. It's about love, but at the same time, you gotta have a balance in love. So yeah, Pisces, I really hope that this starts to work out for you. I really hope that you are being honest with yourself, because that's what's going to change all of this. If you're honest with yourself, all of this is going to go away. All this is going to change. But until then, it's going to keep happening. It's going to be a continuous cycle, okay? So please be honest with yourself and get this shit taken care of. If you need help, lovefromaleo@gmail.com. Do not hesitate to email me. We can get a personalized reading going for you and figure out why the hell does this stuff keep happening. And even further, if you want a deeper reading, we can figure out why these situations happen in your life in the first place. I enjoyed this reading because I feel like it gave you a lot of information on what you're doing that's wrong, that you need to do to fix it. If you enjoyed it, please leave a thumbs up. You can subscribe to the channel so that you're notified when I upload for your sign and other type of videos as well. Leave a comment if you would like to. I'm Love from Leo. If I'm not your favorite Leo, one day I will be. And until next time, my beautiful Pisces, be honest, be real, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.